Yay, Instagram Live. So I was thinking about something this morning. I'm just going to have a seat and get comfortable. This won't be too long. So I was thinking this morning while I was planning out podcast topic about insulin resistance, and it got me thinking about how it's really considered normal, at least in America. I don't know about other countries, how it's just super normal for people to have a scale in their house or weigh themselves normally, right? It's just something that people do, and it's not thought of as weird or unusual. But when I talk to people about getting their own lab tests done, it's kind of like people have this thought of like, yeah, I could, and then I think the inner dialogue goes, yeah, I could, but I don't really know how. That's something doctors normally do, so the thought leaves their head and they don't actively pursue it. But if you think about it, when you step on a scale, it's giving you information, right? It's telling you how much your physical body weighs. And you're taking that information and you're computing if that's okay with you, or if it's an alert that you think you might need to lose weight or gain weight, and you're using that information to tell you something that's happening with your body. But yet that's considered super normal. But yet most people are not willing to do that same thing for other things that are happening in their body. Getting lab tests, having your hormones checked, checking the pH balance of your urine, checking your glucose levels, checking your insulin levels, blah, 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 all that stuff. I know that is something that most people don't do because they don't know how, they're not familiar with it, but it's giving you more information than a scale will even give you. Because, and you might be thinking, well, yeah, I just care about how much I weigh. But how much you weigh, in a way, it's related to the food that you put into your body, but there's so much more to it. It's like one tiny piece of the whole puzzle. If you're stepping on the scale and you're not happy with how much you weigh, it's just giving you such a small bit of information about what's happening with your body. It might or might not be related to the food that you're eating. Well, it's going to be related to the food that you're eating. But what I'm saying is, let's say insulin resistance. That's directly related to cortisol. Cortisol is directly related to your hormones, your sleep, your adrenal function, everything, your stress level. So if you're stressed out and your cortisol is messed up and your hormones are messed up for a myriad of reasons, whether it's stress or pregnancy or post-pregnancy or vitamin deficiency, or your body can't properly process the vitamins that you're eating, or leaky gut so you're not absorbing nutrients. All of this stuff is part of why your body is behaving the way it's behaving and why your body weighs what it weighs. So if you're really trying to lose weight and you're stepping on the scale and just trying to eat less food, it's time for people to realize that is such a tiny piece of the puzzle. If you're stepping on a scale and you're willing to take that bit of information, why aren't you willing to get even more helpful bits of information, such as lab testing? And I've said it a million times, but in case this is new information to you, you can get lab testing on your own without a doctor, without insurance. You pay cash. It's not an outrageous cost unless you do like buttloads of tests like I did. A lot of them only cost like $12, $18. A lot of the basic ones, you can get them in a package and save tons of money. If you go to fitfizstudio.com, my website, there is a lab testing page which will take you to it will take you to a place where it'll help you figure out where you can go and get lab testing done no matter where you live in the country. I think New York is the only state where you're not allowed to do that, and hopefully that's changing soon, because New York also has tests around other things of that nature that other states don't have, and hopefully, anyway, there's links on my website to do lab testing on your own. I can't stress how important this is, and to me, it was just this little bit of a light bulb moment where it's like, if people are willing to step on a scale and get that information about their bodies, why aren't they willing to do things like lab testing to get the real information about what's happening in their bodies. It's so easy, and I know a lot of people are just still stuck in this mindset that that's something that doctors do, but um, you like a lot of doctors won't even order the tests that are going to give you the real answers, and it doesn't make sense, but that's how it is. I had to do that with my own health. I would still be probably suffering in so much physical pain and brain fog and inability to function and off the charts fatigue if I hadn't done it on my own. And I'm living proof that you can do it completely on your own, and you will be, if you, once you do it, you will be astounded at the information that you can get. And another thing that I think people are scared of, they're scared of, like, well, I'll do the lab test, but I don't know how to get the results or how to read the results or what to make of the results. It's so easy. It's so super easy. Once you do it, you'll be like, oh my God, why wasn't I doing this for years? You'll want to tell everybody about it because it's so easy. What they do is they'll show you if you're in a normal range. But here's the thing. And I did a podcast episode on lab tests, so please listen to that. It'll tell you a lot more than I'm saying now. But you don't want to go ever take your lab results and deal with what's the normal range. It's bullshit. It's garbage. It really doesn't mean anything for how your own body functions. All that normal range is the average of the lab tests that they've done. So what you want to do, let's say you test your A1C. You get the results back and take that number that your results say that your A1C is, and you look up functional medicine optimal levels for A1C. What you want to look up is optimal levels, and I recommend putting in functional medicine because those are going to be more highly pinpointed than general results. So again, normal ranges for lab tests, throw it in the trash. It doesn't mean anything. You want optimal ranges. And you can go to my website. There are links there where you can find places to do it wherever you live. You can do it without a doctor, without insurance. And if you're willing to step on a scale and get that information about your body, please be willing to get lab tests with all kinds of cool information about what's happening in your body, and that can help you solve any problems that you might be having. And that's it. Bye-bye.